Okay, it's been some time since you last heard about my build. I apologize for that because if you listen to my last video, you'll remember that I did have a bit of an injury that I sort of got at work being in the construction business. And besides that, winter is pretty cold here. But I've done a few things since the last video. As you can see, it's pretty much back together. A lot of it has to come apart again. It's basically just a mock-up. I've got the grill in place. This is not the grill I'm using. This is a grill I've just used for a mock-up. There's about 10 pounds of Bondo on this particular grill. The other one that's being repaired right now by the friend of mine I told you about previously, who's a body man. Hopefully that grill will be done in a week or two. Can't push him, he's doing a good job, which is all solid metal and no Bondo at all. Let's go inside. You can see that the hood is sitting in a very weird position, and there's a reason for that. For those guys who have L110s, you know that these hoods open from both sides, and when you do that, what happens is you always tend to grind the paint down here. If you look at your L110, you'll see that the paint has been removed from here from years and years of lifting the hood up this side and up on the other side. So what I did was I created some scissors hinges. I built them myself. I made a template to scale and made sure they would work. So what happens is that when you lift the hood, it actually lifts up before it moves forwards. And then, of course, it'll go back, just go down, and you can close it that way. A lot of this, obviously, you can't see anymore because it's under the skin. But when I break it down for painting, I'll go into detail as to how I've done certain things, how I put the fenders and the wheel wells, how I wrap them around the Camaro frame, is all to do with the subframe I built for a frame that I built that holds the rad support. Let me close this, and as you can see, it closes down quite nicely, and see, it doesn't look too bad actually. And the box is on right now, and you can see the wheel is sits quite well in there. Now, to give you an idea as to how high she is off the ground, if I had a beer can here right now, which I normally do, you'd have a good indication as to how high. But you can see she's pretty low off the ground. Kind of like a low rider thing happening here. The hood, sorry, the seats came out of a Dodge Caravan 2000, and they sit in there real nicely. I have decided for the time being to take the LS1 motor out of here. I'm going to put a standard Stockholm 350 in for the time being, for a number of reasons. A, I would like to get the thing going pretty quickly, and B, the LS1 is actually being a bit stubborn. It's sort of touching the tie rod ends right now and doesn't look very good. 1 second, sorry. Anyway, as you can see, the box sits quite well. You can't see much behind my toolbox there right now. And the interior, I haven't done a hell of a lot since I last spoke to you, other than hanging the fenders and stuff, making it all work on the Camaro frame, the subframe. It won't be long now, hopefully. Probably in the next 2 weeks or so, I'm going to take this motor out and put in the 350, dress it up a little bit, and then send it to town to my friend's place, and he will then do some paintwork, do the paintwork on this truck for me, which is obviously going to cost a bit of money because there's some serious dents that I've got to take care of. You've got to look at them real close to sort of see what I'm talking about. There's a dent right there that has to come out, and the rust has to be removed. But all in all, I'm sure you'll agree with me, she's starting to look quite good. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.